Let's change the host name and the IP address of the system. If I run the command hostname, it returns the current host name of the system. This is also the entry that can be found in the file /etc/hostname. We can change the hostname to something different using the command hostname set hostname, then followed by the new hostname. If we run the command hostname now, it shows us the new hostname net1.example.com. Having said that, if you notice the command prompt, it still shows the old hostname net2. We'd have to log out of the current session and log in again to see the changes. So I have now logged in once again. You can see that I now have the new name at the prompt. Let's check the current IP addresses on the system using the command IPA. The first one is my loopback device. I am interested in the second one here, ENP1S0. The current IP address 192.168.122.233 is provided by the DHCP server I have on my hypervisor, so let me change it to a static IP. There are multiple ways of doing that. We can use commands like nmcli, nmtui, or other programs. For the purpose of this video, I will use nmtui. It's probably the one you want to use so that you do not have to memorize too many commands. Let me put the new IP address information in a text document to the side for reference. Once we are in nmtui, we can use Tab and the arrow keys to navigate. Let's select Edit a connection and then hit Enter. If you want to add a new Ethernet interface, you can use the Add option. You will have to add an interface if you do not see any here already. The type of connection would be Ethernet, unless you are trying to set up Wi-Fi or a network bond. For this video, I will edit the existing interface. I do not want automatic or DHCP, so let me change that to manual, and then select the Show option. I am going to fast forward the video now while I copy the IP information from the text document to nmtui. Okay, here is how it should look after configuring the IP addresses. Now remember, the net mask was 255.255.255.0, which is a 24 subnet, so I have just put a /24 after the IP address. If the net mask is different, you will have to set the subnet accordingly. At the bottom, make sure that Auto Connect and Available to all users are selected. One last step is to restart the connection. There are multiple ways of doing this. While we are in nmtui, select Activate a connection. If the connection is already active, it will show you the option to deactivate it. Remember, we had the previous IP address activated that we saw at the beginning of the video, so let us deactivate and activate the connection once again so that the changes are effective. Now remember, if you are connected over the network via SSH, you might lose the connection if you deactivate it depending on which interface is being used for the SSH session. You will have to use the console to deactivate and activate the connection if that is the case. There are multiple ways of doing this, but if you are using nmtui to deactivate and reactivate the interface, it is recommended to use the console. If you found the video helpful, please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel and turn on notifications to get notified of more videos like this. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you, and I hope to see you in the next one.